So I feel like I need to begin by saying that you know, I'm a long-term Windows user. I remember when Windows was created. So I mean, I used, you know, Windows 3.1, Windows 95, Windows ME, Windows 2000, you know, all of it. I've used all the Windows, and so I'm a long-term customer. And you know, each time that Windows has come out with a new version, it seems like it just gets a little more complicated, a little bit, you know, a little bit slower, you know, a few more error messages, a little bit more freezing up on you. And so, you know, each time it gets a little bit worse and worse. But what I'm going to do is tell you the moral of the story right now. The moral of this story is that I have just ordered my first Apple computer. It's in the mail right now, and I'm never going to buy anything that has Windows on it ever again. So for someone who has used Windows for such a long time, I'll tell you how I got to this point of such great frustration. And it goes like this. And I don't think I'm the only one that has this problem. So you go to work and you come home, and you know, sit down at your laptop, you check your email, you know, maybe you watch a movie on your laptop, everything's going fine, everything's great. You close the lid on your laptop, you eat dinner, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, fire it up again, and boom, nothing works. Everything's frozen. It takes 10 minutes for it to boot up. You get the blue screen of death and all these other crazy error messages. And you say to yourself, wow, it was just working great yesterday. You know, what's going on here? So you do a little bit of research. You go to the Microsoft website and they say, oh, you probably have a virus or some spyware or something. So what you should do is install this brand new super duper high-tech anti-spyware, antivirus software, and that will solve all your problems. And it costs $100. So you fork out $100 for this new antivirus software, and it works for about 24 hours, and then boom, it doesn't, and then boom, you get the blue screen of death again. And you get all these error messages again, and everything's frozen again, and you're right back to where you started. So you do a little more investigation, right? You do a little more investigation, and you go to the Microsoft website, and you go to the forums, and they say, well, you probably need to clean your registry, and you need to get this new registry cleaner software that's like super extra cool and super updated and everything. And it's $60. So you fork out $60 for the registry cleaner software, and then, you know, that works pretty good too for about another 24 hours, and then boom, you're back to the blue screen again. It's just a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle. And so finally, after 2 years, and I know it took me a long time to figure this out, okay? I'm a little bit slow when it comes to stuff like this, but finally I figured out after 2 years that every time my computer said in the corner of the screen, you know, it said new updates have been installed. Okay? When that happens, boom, that's when you shut down. That's when everything freezes. That's when the crap hits the fan, is when the new updates are installed. So for a while, I was going in there and just deleting or, you know, deactivating the new updates. And that worked pretty good until, you know, the next week, when in the middle of the night, against my will and unbeknownst to me, my computer is downloading all these new updates. And that's why I say that they're worse than viruses, because your computer just allows them to come on. It automatically downloads these viruses onto your computer, which causes everything to freeze. It's terrible. So finally what I did is I just went in and changed all my settings so that no downloads are updated ever under any circumstances. All the downloads are deleted, all the updates are deleted, and nothing is downloaded ever automatically in the middle of the night or any other time. And ever since I've done that, my computer's been working okay. And the interesting thing is that after I did that, I actually seem to be getting less virus attacks and less spyware on my computer also. So I think that you know, that helped me out a little bit. The other problem that I'm having is with 64-bit. I'm telling you that you know, when I bought the 64-bit machine, it was supposed to be like the coolest thing ever, and it was supposed to be super fast. It's not any faster. And the compatibility issues are insane. A lot of the software that I already had won't work with 64-bit, and the software publishers a lot of them aren't providing patches or updates or anything to make it compatible. And even a lot of the brand new software that's available right now, 2 years later, the brand new software that's coming out, a lot of it is still not compatible with 64-bit. It's insane. It is insane. It seriously blows my mind. So I know that I'm not the only one that has this problem. You know, what I would suggest if you're having similar problems is to go in and disable your automatic updates, disable them, and make sure that your computer's not downloading them in the middle of the night while you're sleeping. And like I said, I'm going to repeat the moral of the story one more time here, and that is that I've been using Windows for a long time, but I have just ordered my first Apple computer. It is in the mail right now as we speak, and I'm never going to purchase anything with Windows on it ever again. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.